Yes, and welcome back to Oakfield Farm, everybody. It's Farming Simulator 2017, and I know it's been a long time since I've done any farming simulation, well, at least Farming Simulator on this channel. And I thought, well, I definitely want to complete this series. So I thought I'd better get back into it, post a few videos, and get back into action on Oakfield Farm. So what I'm going to do is I'll do a quick update on where we sit at the moment. And then I want to have a bit of a chat about Farming Simulator 2019, which is obviously the big hype at the moment. But if we just take a look at our map, we own 3 fields. So those that haven't actually seen this series before, we own 4 fields, in fact. We've got 34, which we're on right now. And I've got millet, and I'm just harvesting millet right here. Field number 10 is a grass field down here, which I use for bales and all that sort of stuff. Field number 9, we've planted in canola right there, as you can see. And it's still in the growing stage, I think. Yep, it's sort of latish in the growing stage. And so is field number 13. We're in the growing stage there too. And I believe we've got corn. Yes, we have. We've got corn in there. So that's almost ready to harvest. So we'll get into that very soon. From an animal's point of view, we have got 15 cows at 99% productivity, all in the green, so we don't need to do much with them in the meantime. We're now up to 35 pigs, so that's growing quite nicely. We started at 25, we've sold a few along the way. We've now worked our way up to 35. We do need some corn, which is why we've got a field of corn there that we're growing to help out with that. And also the canola will help once we run out of that also. So that's where we sit at the moment. We've got $302,000 in the bank. This millet field, as you can see, we have harvested a bit of it. Let's get this harvester back up and running. We have actually harvested probably about half the field, well, not quite half. And we've actually managed to drop off 1 load of this millet. And it's pretty profitable, really. 47,000 litres is what my current tipper will take. And I had a full load. I went and sold it up at the Empire stores, which on the map here, you can see is the bottom right, where F is. So that's where Empire Stores is, and it was, I think I got $340 per thousand. I ended up getting something around $16,500, something like that, which was a nice little return, actually. I'm likely to probably sell all of this as I harvest it, particularly if it stays above $300. I'll look to sell it all and just put that money in the bank, and then we can re-sow this field with something else. When I go and fill up the trailer, I then go and use the worker in the meantime to keep harvesting the field, and that keeps things moving along quite nicely. But yeah, Farming Simulator 2019. You might have the question, when am I going to get it? Not too far away. Not too far away. I'm just waiting for it to be just a little bit more polished. There were understandably, a few bugs when it launched, particularly in the placeables part of it, which was a huge difference to the previous versions where you could basically build your own farms right from scratch. And so I know there's been a bit of angst around that in the way that how that wasn't working quite correctly, or more how expensive it was to terraform land and then place houses and all that sort of stuff on it. Everyone is replying to me when I am recording a video. Let me just get rid of that. Okay, we're back into it. Typical, just when I've got to turn those notifications off. That's people replying to my cattle and crops video, by the way, which if you haven't checked out that, go and check it out. That game's developing quite nicely, actually. And I'm enjoying playing a slightly different game. It's definitely got a long way to go, but it looks like quite a deep game, particularly from the management and economy side of things, which is part of the game that I really enjoy. But anyway, Farming Simulator 2019. One thing I've probably been doing with a number of games that have launched in sort of late is I've just waited a few weeks before I've gone ahead and bought them, because you generally find that they launch with a number of bugs, which can be quite frustrating. Not unless it's a game I definitely know I'm going to be right into right from the start. And I think the other thing that you get with particularly Farming Simulator and any other simulation series games where there's quite a bit of modding, that the game takes a bit of a unless it's developed, it has some major new things in it, the game generally goes backwards from a gameplay point of view just a little bit, because you don't have all those add-ons that you've got so used to, like your GPS, like ground response, like, you know, all that different stuff. There's heaps of them, all your different favourite tractors and add-ons and mods and stuff like that. But I have noticed that the game has been adding those really quickly. So modders have obviously pretty quickly converted them to FS19. I assume it's going to be pretty similar for them. So probably not too much work. I wouldn't know, I'm not a modder, probably is a lot of work, but we seem to be getting quite a few mods already in the game, so that's really good. So hopefully some of those old favorites that you can't... Oh, what am I doing here? We need to empty this out, so let me go and grab my truck. Already got a little bit in there, 8,636 litres. But yeah, so with the mods, obviously you get so used to using all these mods, it's either like for quality of life or whatever you call it. It just makes things so much easier to play, or it's just got some of your favourite tractors or equipment or whatever it might be, or particularly maps. Obviously you get a huge number of maps over a space of a couple of years, and so that void's pretty quickly getting filled up by the modding community, which is great to see. And so yeah, I'll be keen to jump into it pretty soon. I do love the series, I really do enjoy it, but in the meantime, Farming Simulator 17 definitely holds up. Very keen to finish off this series, so I'm going to definitely do that, and then we'll get into some Farming Simulator 19 also, and also some cattle and crops. I'll keep pumping out a few videos of those, just for those of you that have been interested in that particular game, just watching its development, and we'll see where that goes. Anyway, so here we are. We're on... helps if I get in the right vehicle, Mace. And then I turned it off. A bit rusty with the buttons. So here we are on field number 34. Millet being harvested. Looking to sell as much of this as I can, probably. How are we looking for price? Let's have a quick look, everybody. I think if we go back this way and we go across, this is millet right here. Oh, we're back up to 342 at Empire Stores, so I'm probably going to go back there once this trailer load is full. Pull in another 16 grand. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. What I might do, guys, is let me go ahead and finish harvesting this field offline. And then when we come back, we'll look at the next thing we've got to do, or we'll, or perhaps when I'm ready to sell this load, we'll see what we can get with it. But anyway, I'll be back very soon. We'll do a quick jump cut, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost at our drop-off point. We're going to Empire Stores again with our load of millet, 47,000 litres. There goes our bus stop we just went past, which is providing, I think, about $500 a day, something like that. It's not huge, but it's something. So we're up to drop this. This is our second load from this field, and I've got to say, it's a pretty good yield that I've managed to get from this field. So let's just do some backing here. We're going to have to see whether our backing skills are up to speed. The answer is probably no, but we'll see how we go. Well, I tell you what, I've done. Oh, I'm pretty happy with that so far. A little bit too far that way. Just before we dump this in here... Oh, Mace. Yeah, I knew it. I spoiled it right at the end, just when I was looking good. Let's just take a quick look. It's up to $344 now per 1,000 litres. Pretty happy with that. Alright, let's see what we can get out of this particular load. Probably around that $16,500 once again, which is nice. I'm really happy with this yield, for sure. Let's see. The dollars are counting up there. And the end number is 16,193. Okay, that was pretty solid. I am pretty happy with that. And suddenly we're up to $319,000. What I'll do, guys, is I will take this truck back to field number 34. And let's see whether we can get the remainder of that millet onto this truck and sell it and get a bit more money. We'll catch you soon. Okay, everybody, we've just got a little bit of millet here to clean up on our field, and then we can sell this final amount off. We're not going to fill the final truckload up. I can't remember how much I've got in there at the moment. I think it's only about half full at this point. But I'm actually, like I said on before, I'm really happy with the yield that I've got out of this. It's... yeah, I think by the time we sell, I can't remember how full my trailer is, I'll have to have a look, but I think we're probably going to be in the vicinity of around sort of $40,000 to $45,000 from this field. Of course, that's not all profit. You got to take into account the fertilizer and the seed. I think I did this mostly myself from memory. I don't know if it worked it or not. I can't remember. So it's actually, considering we're on hard mode, I'm actually, where is it? Let's get over here. I'm actually pretty satisfied with that return. I've got to start thinking about what am I going to put into this field next. I'm tempted just to put millet in it again, but I think I'll probably go something like soybeans or maybe even sunflowers. I've never done sunflowers before, funnily enough. So that might actually be the go. Yeah, let's park this over here so make it nice and easy for the truck just to drive out once we offload. So turn that off. Put that out. Oh, Mace, what are you up to? Turn that off. Okay. Let's get into the truck. Are we going to have enough room here? We are indeed. Yeah, so I'm thinking sunflowers in this field. How are we going? We've got 25, so it's more than half full, this tipper. So it might not be a bad yield at all, actually. We might end up getting another, maybe not quite 9,000 out of this, there or thereabouts. But let's go back up to, well, hold on, let's just check out what the best price is available at the moment. It's been Empire Stores. It is still above 300, but it's only 317. Might go up a little bit by the time we get up there. But let's go up to Empire Stores, drop this off, and see what we end up getting. We'll see you up there. Okay, our final load of millet is arriving at its final destination. That kind of made sense, I suppose. I'm really keen to see. I think it's probably going to be around 8,000 there or thereabouts, maybe just slightly less. Here we are up on the hill here at Empire Stores. And see, what's it paying now? 317, so it hasn't changed much at all, if at all. Hopefully we don't wreck the fence. No, we managed to navigate that okay. And if we just straighten up here, I'll tell you what, we've done it in one hit. You little ripper. Alright, let's tip this out. Let's see what we have got. Millet. First time doing millet, and I'm happy with it. Our income is going up nicely, and 8592. So we definitely cracked the $40,000 mark for that field. I should have recorded how much I spent on fertilizer and seed. I'm not too sure how much, but it was a nice little return that we got for that right there. So yeah, once again, very happy. Anyway, team, I think we'll leave it there. It'll be good to get to finally get an episode out there. Sorry for the delay on that. Hope you did enjoy this. Remember, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, take it easy.